We were working on a different project, hence why we were not here early. But thankfully, it was able to commence by the time halftime has hit. So we're here to watch the remainder of this absolutely crunch match. Anton Stach with an absolutely phenomenal, exquisite set piece to put Leeds United 1-0 to the good against Aston Villa, and what a humongous result that is. Unfortunately, other results are not quite going our way right now, with Brighton currently leading 2-0 against Brentford. That is not something that we like to see at all. But we just, most importantly, need to make sure we pick up 3 points here. I don't want to be that guy looking at the table too much, but if we do pick up 3 points here, that would be flipping mungus, mate. Absolutely huge if we could pick up 3 points here. Wow. We would be right in the mix with a big 3 points here. Of course, we've still got over 40 minutes of action. What was the free kick like? Exquisite, astonishing, phenomenal, sublime. How many words can we use to describe it? I'm running out of superlatives. It was that exquisitely good. Watched The Damned United last night. Did you, Double A? First time you seen it. Good movie, innit? Good movie. All a true story, of course. And just one of many reasons as to why Leeds United are a absolutely cursed club in many aspects. And a very cursed club in many aspects. Hence why we were down in that division for so long. I mean, you can't write it, right? The great Brian Clough comes to Leeds, gets booted out the door, leaves, and goes and wins the double with Forest. You know, you can't write it. Whereabouts was the free kick? About, I don't know the yardage, 25, 30 yards. I'm not too 100% sure on the yardage. Hard to tell. Absolutely wrapped it. Why GG off? What do you mean, why GG off? What do you mean, why GG off, Daz? Big Daz. Uh-oh, here come Villa down the left-hand side. It's Rodgers. Tries to stand up his man. Is unable to do so. Tries to swing it in again. It's a great block by Jayden Bogle. Absolutely muscles his man to the ground and gives the ball straight back out to an Aston Villa shirt. Anton Stach with a little shoulder there. Great shoulder by Stach. And Leeds have an opportunity to get the ball away. And he's fouled, is Jayden Bogle. Oh, why did Gabriel Goodmanson get subbed off? Sorry. I don't know if he had some sort of knock or something. I'm gonna have to check. After the game for that one. Obviously, hear what they say about it. But he has changed him for Jaka Bijol. So it seems like a bit of a tactical change. Obviously, Bijol is now dropping into that back three, and we're actually seeing. Is that Pascal Stroik very, very wide out in left back almost? We're seeing James Justin almost play as the left centre back and Stroik out as the left back. But obviously that is subject to change as Ampadu goes down to the floor. Obviously things are very dynamic within there. It's a very weird formation we're playing, of course. It's set up as a 5-4-1. Realistically, it's more of a 3-4/a 5-3 in the midfield. Stach, Gruev, and Ampadu. Stach is by no means a right winger for the side. Most of our width on that right hand side is coming by courtesy of Jayden Bogle. Ampadu is down. This is really not what we need. He has been a fantastic captain for us this year and is not someone we can afford to lose. We missed Stach. Just look at the performance today. Oh, wow. Stach is absolutely phenomenal. And the fact that they got that win against us at Ellen Road unjustifiably, of course, with that Morgan Rodgers free kick, of course. It was only right that we went back to their ground at Villa Park and did them with a free kick of our own. And it was an absolute majestic one again. Scored a couple like that. Just in-step, swinger, curls it, wraps it top left-hand corner, over the wall perfectly, into the top left from about 25, 30 yards out. Absolutely exquisite. The goal was absolutely stunning. However, Villa always show up in the second half. Well, listen, mate, we're 53 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. And we still have the lead, so let's hope that we can keep it that way. We're the best GK in the world, World Cup winner. I wouldn't say best GK in the world, but he is a World Cup winner, of course. And saved a lot of penalties, was instrumental in that World Cup win. Really like it if Brentford somehow pulled it back against Brighton right now. But as I said, as long as Leeds win, it's all I really care about. But it's a big as if. It's a big if and a big as well as. You know, you got to hope that we hold off for the rest of this game now. Alfie Leeds with the 8 roses. Alfie Leeds with the heart. Me and M with the heart. Me. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Thank you guys so much. The scum players will score against us if anyone does. Yeah. Oh, flipping. Tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it, mate. Mate Zenio. Here is a corner for Villa. It's going to be swung in and all the way past everyone. Cleared by Jaden Bogle. Forward by Statch. And there we go. Opinions on the game so far, Tavi. It's been a good game, good performance by Leeds so far. As I said, not a domination by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, especially in this second half here, Villa have seriously been putting us under pressure. They've had the lion's share of possession. They've also had higher expected goals within this game. A lot of the football has been played in Leeds' half as we prepare ourselves for a long throw-in with Ethan Ampadu. And it goes out for another throw-in. Yeah, a couple of big chances in there for Villa as well. One big one missed. Been a pretty decent game from Leeds. As I said, Villa have probably looked slightly more expansive than Leeds for a lot of the game. But boy, have we looked strong and resolute at the back when we've needed to so far. As he rips the volley, it could be a handball shout there for Leeds United. And it's gone for a Villa free kick instead. But it's been a good performance from Leeds United. As I said, as long as we keep it clean at the back, then I'm happy these days. Listen, mate, as we know, against a side like Villa, are we going to be able to pick the ball around against them for 90 minutes? Not really. We don't have the creative outlets to do that. So we need to keep it strong and tight, and we have. So from that perspective, I'm very happy with how Leeds are doing it. I'll gift the loin if you show TV. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Sancho will probably score. I'd love Brendan sub off for Lucas Nemecha. Oh, exquisite free kick. Absolutely phenomenal free kick. Let me just try something there. Sorry, lads. I love being an Aussie Leeds fan. It's 2 a.m. with half an hour to go. Daniel Farke this season hasn't been as pleasant a surprise. Everyone used to say he can't handle the Premier League. Yeah, but he was never really back. But hang on a second also. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here. Let's make sure that this game is wrapped up before we start talking too crazy about Daniel Farke or whoever it may be. Let's just make sure that first things first, this game is dealt with in the appropriate manner that it needs to be. As Villa come forward on another attack down this right-hand side. He's still going. Is that, I was going to say, is that Buendia? No, it's not. Who's just driven through about 3 players there. Anton Statch has picked up the ball, tried to get Leeds forward, and the referee has blocked him in his path, and now Joe Rodon's down. And again, I don't like to see him rolling around on the floor like that. I really hope he has not picked up an injury, because, boy, do we need Joe Rodon this season. He has, again, along with Ethan Ampadu, been a key component of that spine for Leeds United. A key component of it. What a free kick, though. Show the teeth. Gift a lion. What even is a lion, my friend? That's one of the big ones, isn't it? That's one of the big gifts. But unfortunately, I cannot show the game on the stream. That would be, something just I cannot do. I just want to see West Ham later. Hopefully Spurs lose tomorrow, but you never know with the way Arsenal have been playing recently. Who do you back going into that game? Spurs with the new manager bounce, or Arsenal? Do you think they're going to turn their form around? Because obviously Arsenal have been in pretty shaky form as of late. Not really what you want to see from a Leeds perspective. Obviously hoping Spurs lose that game. You don't really want to see Leeds going into it with the kind of form that we have been showing as of late. You kind of want Leeds to fix up a little bit, as there is a substitution now on the pitch for Aston Villa. It is Jadon Sancho coming on for Aston Villa. Leon Bailey has been replaced, and it looks like there is another change being readied, and it is Ross Barkley coming on. Onana being replaced this time for Barkley. Smash Mermaid! Thank you for the follow. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Spurs are crap, but a derby is unpredictable. Thing is, usually that derby is pretty damn predictable. Let me tell you something. Arsenal absolutely dish them out every single time, mate. They slap them around silly. And I should know, mate. I live in the middle of both stadiums, ironically enough, pretty much. Equidistant from both the Emirates and the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So I have witnessed a lot of North London derbies in my life. And usually Arsenal, in the flesh even as well myself, and usually on those big occasions when it comes to crunch, Arsenal show them who's boss, and they usually swipe them aside. But as you say, mate, with the form they're on and the pressure that they're under, anything can happen in that kind of derby game, and it's just the game that is going to get the bit between Spurs' teeth with their new manager. It's the perfect game for them, really, after sacking Frank, to go into, because it's a humongous game. They'll have all the, even if they don't think they can do anything in the league, they'll have all the motivation to stop Arsenal from winning the league, because, you know, their hatred is real between those two clubs. And it's a humongous game against top of the league. So in many ways also, the shackles are off for Spurs. They don't have to think, they don't have to have too much pressure on them, because no one's really expecting them to win this game or get anything out of it. So it's, in all reality, the perfect game for them, which makes it even more imperative, with Brighton currently beating Brentford 2-0, that Leeds get something out of this game. This game has kind of dipped out of intensity over the past few minutes. A couple of injuries on the pitch, a couple of substitutions as well, and the pace of the game has kind of been taken out of it. Villa slowly picking the ball around the back, resorting to another long ball. They're trying that long ball, and it's actually worked a couple of times there. I don't know if Watkins was just slightly offside, perhaps. But that's something we got to look out for there. We're not playing a high line per se, but we are getting caught out by that looping through ball at times. And Ollie Watkins was very quick to turn and strike there. But we don't want to leave this game as things stand, because it's just slowly Villa waiting again and again, building, and Leeds don't really have an out ball right now. We don't really have any way of getting a little bit of a foothold on the ball, controlling the ball, picking it around for a minute or so to alleviate pressure. And here come Aston Villa on another counter-attack. It's flicked over down the right-hand side this time. The cross is put in, is deflected by Xhaka Bijou, I think, and cleared in the end by Joe Rodon. That's a close one there. They've got to worry about themselves. That is 100% true. And so do we. And there's another looping through ball. It's gone down the left-hand side for Villa this time. Jacobijol stands up. Rodgers on that right-hand side. He gets absolutely skinned for pace. Luckily, he passes it to Barkley, and the ball is rebounded back to a Leeds United shirt. And that was a close one there. I think Ampadu's looking for a foul. He's not going to get a foul. And Leeds lose the ball again. He's straight back to a Villa shirt. And it's straight back to a Villa attack. Wow, wow, wow. This is a real sustained spell of pressure for Villa. Another cross that results in nothing, though. And will they get the ball for a throw-in? No, they're going to keep it in the pitch so that doesn't happen. Is that a corner now for Villa? I think the ball came to Watkins there. I was just getting my little drink ready there. And it's got a lid on it. I'm a bit of an idiot. That is a foul on James Justin by Ollie Watkins. He flicks it through again. Let's have another look at this one. Justin gets there ahead of Watkins. He dives to the floor and almost drags James Justin down. I think he's looking for a penalty. It does result in a Villa corner. No free kick is given towards Justin, which is a little bit controversial, but they swing the ball in, and it's dealt with again by Leeds. It's another Leeds shirt to the ball. Good defending there from the mighty Whites of Leeds United, of course. Here comes another attack for Villa. Down the right-hand side, it's a good cross. It's a dangerous cross. It's made it through 4 shirts. Mings with the shot. It's blocked away. Oh, my days. How many times can Leeds keep getting away with this one? I do not know. It can't be many because Leeds are under the cosh big time. And Villa are coming forward again and again with attack after attack after attack. It's another dangerous cross. It's flicked away at the back sticks by Jayden Bogle. And now Leeds United can get a little bit of respite here, because Villa, how they haven't got a goal there with Tyrone Mings. It's a fantastic block by Anton Stach. The cross goes through everyone, and Anton Stach was there, right place, right time. If he wasn't, that was a very dangerous thing that was about to happen to Leeds United there. Is that a free kick there for Leeds? No. Referee, you wanna have a word, mate? You wanna have a word, mate? He's just clamped DCL in the corner. No worries, mate. No worries, mate. Just allow the counter-attack to go on. Yeah, no problem, my friend. No problem. Just let Villa go ahead and score, why don't you, mate? In fact, why don't you just give them a goal without them even scoring, mate? Because that's what you're gearing for here, ref. Oh my days, he's hit the post and the rebound's in by Watkins. He looks about 10 yards offside. He is 10 yards offside. And when a Leeds going to wake up, that should be the perfect wake-up call for Leeds United, because we have looked shakier than a drunk man on a pogo stick in this second half. We haven't been able to keep the ball for more than about 20 seconds of play. And oh my days, he's very marginally offside. It's Buendia who walks through 4 people, rips the shot off the inside of the post. Carl Darlow palms it into the path of Watkins. And I think he's just slightly offside. You've got to hope he's slightly offside. They've disallowed it, but maybe they could VAR it. I think it has been adjudged to be offside. Not 100% sure what's going on here. I think they're still slopping the play. He's booked someone. Who's he booked there? Who's he booked there? He's booked Carl Darlow. What, for time wasting? Oh, this referee is on something today. Boy, he's on something today. Oh, my days. Why book Darlow? Not a Solomon Kalou, mate. Not a Solomon Kalou. Not a Solomon Kalou, mate. Oh, here's Mings. Mings drives forward. Still going, Mings. Cuts it back. Barkles McSparkles. Cuts it in again. He goes for the shot this time. Big block by Leeds. Can we actually get a little bit of a foothold on the ball here? Because this is starting to get a little bit embarrassing. I like the fact we haven't conceded and we look like we're somewhat resolute defensively. But that is slowly crumbling time and time again. Ampadu loses the ball. It's Gruev and Ampadu falling over each other's own feet there. Losing out on the ball devastatingly, and Leeds somehow get away with it. Bogle drills it forward. Finally, a little bit of an attack. Great chest on by Calvert-Lewin, and Statch gets challenged, and now we have a throw-in back in their area. We need some subs. Big time, Daz. I couldn't agree more, mate. I could not agree more. Why book Darlow? I can only presume time wasting after the fact. It didn't really help us because it was straight on a Villa attack. We have managed to get the ball forward somehow, though. And now Calvert-Lewin has it in the corner. We're almost on the 70th minute mark. Just 20 more minutes to go for Leeds United here. It's Anton Statch. Still going Statch. He rips the shot. We need a moment of magic from him to get us a little bit of an extra lead here. Maybe I wouldn't even be mad at Nemecha, because at least Nemecha, because Brendan Aronson isn't really doing anything. He's not contributing with his pressing play at all right now. So at least Nemecha gives you another option to hold it up there. Get a little bit of an outball going, because we don't have an outball right now. We're just getting absolutely slapped silly. We need AO or Sean and Lucas. I tell you who we don't need, mate, is Buonanotte, because seeing him against Birmingham, yeah, I think we should. I think that's a lost cutter right there. That is a lost cutter right there. I wouldn't mind Wilfred Nonto coming on. Give us a little bit of something on the counter-attack, maybe. And the ball goes out for a Leeds United goal kick. This time it's Buendia who passes it off. Chelsea, who were leading with 10 men against Burnley. João Pedro with the early goal, have just gone down to 10 men now. Wesley Fofana with a second yellow card. And now it is looking a little bit more dangerous for them, who need the points themselves. Who really do need the points themselves after getting dispatched by Leeds last time out in the league. Brighton still leading Brentford 2-0 in the other game going on right here, right now. Oh, what a phenomenal free kick, mate. What a phenomenal free kick. And again, the only one that looks like they're doing anything on that pitch right now is Anton Statch. I mean, he's knackered because he's playing so far out on that right-hand side. He's not a right midfielder. When we don't have the ball, he's dropping in to make a midfield free. When we do have the ball, he is almost going out as an auxiliary winger to try and give a little bit of an out ball there. And you saw with a little bit of skill, takes it round a couple of people, rips the shot. Wasn't a great shot, but at least it was something. And you back him to shoot from there. Of anyone in the team to have a shot from the outside of the box, it would be Anton Statch there. Even on his left foot, I think I would trust him to shoot there. Him or Tanaka really are the main ones at the club that would have that in their locker to score from there. And, the block as well against Tyrone Mings earlier on in the game, phenomenal. That was a goal-saving block. He's the only one that's really offering something on the pitch right now. Defensively, yeah, we've got 2 banks of 4. Ampadu's made some good challenges. Bijol's made some good challenges. Rodden's made some good clearances. Stroik's made a couple of good interceptions as well. Gruev looks like he's falling over himself in there. He's made a couple of what look like lucky interceptions. Jaden Bogle's had a couple, but I mean, from an actual ability to get on the ball and do anything, we haven't done anything. And here we go. Someone, hang on a second, let me get your name. Ashi! Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, Ashi. Welcome to the family of the most forward-thinking pioneers. Never goes to a beautiful game, a.k.a. The Bloodline. Nemecha and Tanaka on. Alfie said it. Who said you wanted to take Brendan off for... Who was it? Who said take Brendan off for him? Daz. I'd love it if Brendan was subbed off for Lucas Nemecha. Well, that is exactly what has just happened. Lucas Nemecha is now on the pitch instantaneously. Bogle flicks a ball to him. Nemecha! Oh, what a chance! What a chance! Nemecha is first kick of the ball. It's a header from 5 yards out, and he's got to be finishing that one. Instantly, we've got a bit of an out ball. Stats plays it out to Jayden Bogle. It's a phenomenal cross to the back sticks. And how Lucas Nemetra has not buried that one, I do not know. He's about 5 yards away from goal, and he's headed it straight down onto the floor. You've got to head that across the face of goal there. I think if that's DCL, he's slotting that personally. It has gone out for a Leeds United throw-in, which we've launched into the box. We now have got a bit more aerial height in there. A little bit more of a problem. Villa have a little bit more to worry about. Statch with a good ball in. It's touched down by DCL! And he's blazed it over the bar. He's calling for something there. I don't know if he's trying to get a penalty. I don't think he's going to get one there anywhere near. Give me a mention, J8. There you go. Shout out J to the 8. Wow. Couple of big chances there for Leeds. Huge misses. I think DCL might have just been off. It's a good chest down. And then the volley leaves a lot to be desired there. It's another change for Villa. They're going all guns blazing podcast style now. And Buendia, who's... that's a bit disgusting. Buendia, who's been probably one of the most threatening players there, has been taken off for Tammy Abraham, themselves going for an extra striker on the pitch to give them another outball and push Leeds straight back into the defence. I mean, that was the moment there you'd be thinking from a Leeds perspective. Lucas Nemetra just coming onto the pitch makes it 2-0 there. Wow, that is really, really looking like a game, set, match situation there. Little counter-attack really would have deflated Villa. Here comes DCL, though. We could still deflate them. DCL! And he rips the shot. It's a good save by Martinez. Could have probably cut it back across the face of goal for a better chance. It was a little bit of a half chance there. And he just wanted to release the shot, it seems. But I don't mind it too much because at least it's another shot on goal. But it's another chance that's gone to waste for Leeds United there. This is the opportunity. We've got to make it count. If you don't make it count, you're leaving it risky. And we've seen it so many times. You saw it against them last time where they could just hit you on that counter-attack and just sucker punch you. And we've been sucker punched many times in this league. You've got to hope today isn't one of those days. But we've got to take some of these chances. You've got to hope that Leeds are going to get one more good chance like that. And if and when we do, we've got to take it. This could be either looking like a 2-0 Leeds United or a 2-1 Villa. Hopefully it's the 2-0 Leeds job. So I really hope we can get another good chance in there. Get James or Nonto on. I don't think he wants to go that attacking. That's why that would have been the perfect goal for him. Smash and grab. 2-0 and then keep everyone sat back as it is. That's what's been working so far, and I don't think he'll change it. So I don't think we will see Dan James or Nonto anytime soon. Is AO on? No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not, Daz. Alfie Leeds. We need another goal. I reckon that will... Well, yeah. But, I mean, that was the chance there. That was the chance, especially that Nemetra one. Wow, what a chance. And now Villa are probably going to have the lion's share of the ball again for a decent period of time here before Leeds can dispossess them. Benny! What you telling me, Big Ben? Big Ben Dizzle. What's cooking? Anton Statch, mate. He is a geezer, mate. He's again, he's the one that pinged the ball in there for DCL. Him and Bogle really been the standout players for me today. From an offensive standpoint from Leeds United. Just some of the crosses from Jayden Bogle and some of the all-round play from Anton Statch as well as his delivery. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And again, he doesn't just clear it. He tries to dink that into Nemetra there. Clever one. A little bit too much on it, but yeah. The German Roberto Carlos. The German Toni Kroos. Oh, wait. Toni Kroos is German. Do you remember me? I play for Leeds. You play for Leeds. Leeds for life. Ampadu has played amazing. Oh, Ampadu has, mate. He's played amazing all season, really. He's been phenomenal today. Has Ampadu. Bogle, Amps, both second and third, but Statch man of the match 100%. So for as things stand, we've got to keep this game in the balance here. It's still not done. It's again another Villa attack. Cleared away by Roden straight to a Villa shirt. Oh, Bogle chops him down. He's calling a dive. He's calling a dive on him. He's been booked. They're going to give the free kick. Is it going to go to VAR? That's the question. I don't think it will. That's a dangerous position to give a free kick away. And let's have a look here. Takes Bogle on. Nah, he clips him. That's a foul. That's a foul any day of the week, unfortunately. Man City prediction. I think we'll leave it till after this game. I don't want to be making predictions about other games. Let's just wait until after this game is concluded, and then we can talk about predictions for other games right about now. Let's just wait. It's a dangerous free kick for Aston Villa here. Matty Cash steps over the ball. Right on the edge of that 18-yard box on the left-hand side. He's going to go for an outswinger into the box. Or an in-swinger, rather. Oh, it's cleared away. Oh, it's volleyed and it's gone wide. Is that a goal kick or a corner? Morgan Rogers looks very upset, which means I think there's a chance it might be a goal kick. And it is. There's another little bit of respite for Leeds United there. And we are closing in on the 80th minute of action. Just over 10 minutes for Leeds United to survive of regulatory time. No way, Wise Longstaff getting... Oh, no. That's not what I like to hear. Who do you prefer to win the North London derby tomorrow? From a Leeds perspective, obviously, with where they're situated in the table. Arsenal. You know, I want to say above Spurs. And from any perspective, any time, any year, Arsenal. Because who likes Spurs, mate? Come on. What do I look like? Spurs? Any day of the week on Arsenal. I will tell you, I don't like Spurs. To the point where it's a cardinal sin as a Leeds fan, and I did get joy from Man U losing that Europa League final, but I mean, it was real 50-50 lose-lose situation for me there, because I did not want Spurs to win that Europa League one bit. I don't want them to winning trophies at all. Oh, Nemecha, they've given it straight to him. He tries to flick it to DCL. That was a close one there. Yeah, not a huge fan. Yo, Robert Midgley, what's cooking, my guy? What's cooking, lad? As they show the stats for the second half possession, Aston Villa have had 74% of it. Wow. They come forward with another attack. Do Aston Villa. Leeds now need to hold off again and thwart them again, which we kind of do. Anton Stach presses down his man. Little bit of space there on the ball for Villa. Gruev comes in, gets done with a nutmeg and gives away another needless free kick. It's Ross Barkley this time who wins it. Oh my days, it's just relentless attack after attack after attack. Oh, did he clip him? That was a soft one there. That was a very soft one there, but it looks like he got a little bit of connection on Barkley's toe there, which is what has brought him down, of course. Douglas Luiz, along with Tyrone Mings, Konza, and Morgan Rogers, all standing over that ball there. It's Morgan Rogers who's going to strike it. He scored one from a relatively similar range and position on the pitch against Leeds at Ellen Road. Slightly closer last time, I believe, though. He's not going to take it this time. They give it back to Matty Cash instead, who rifles it off the pitch, and it's another Leeds United goal kick. 82 minutes and 30 seconds gone on the clock. Leeds now just need to keep things composed. If we can nick another goal here, need to make one more sub and try and get that second goal. I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to nick it. I think you'll see maybe one more attack, one more gamble from Leeds United. Other than that, it's going to be a very cautious game from Leeds United. But we are going to see another change. It's Anton Stach. Again, he was our only outball. He was the only one doing a lot of things on that pitch, but he did look absolutely shot to bits. He looked knackered, so I kind of understand it. The change. He's come off for Longstaff. We've kicked it all the way from the goal kick. It's gone up to Lucas Nemecha, who drive forward there. He's skinned his man in behind, and then he's cut back on himself and gone back towards our own half. I don't get that there. Tanaka and James on. Who'd you take off? I personally wouldn't. I think that's too big of a change to make at this point in the game. As things stand, we need to hold off and keep things as they are. Aronson off for Tanaka or James. Aronson's already off. He came off for Lucas in the Metro. We got 2 up front. Bro, that Statch goal was insane. Yes, it was. Absolutely sensational. How's Justin played? He's been pretty decent. You know, he's been skinned a couple of times, but he's made a couple of good interceptions in there also. Here we go. Long throw in from Ethan Ampadu. Could this be the match stealer? Thumbs up to the Leeds shirts in the box. He launches the throwing in. It's flicked over everyone. Longstaff, can he get there ahead of him? Yes, he can. Can he get a cross in? No, that's a fucking terrible cross, Longstaff. Roden keeps it alive. It's fouled there. And it's a Leeds United free kick. Thank you very much. Joe Roden is fouled. And you know who we could have had on the pitch 2 minutes ago to take this? Anton Stach. You know who's not on the pitch anymore? Anton Stach. You know who came on for him? Longstaff. You know who's going to take the free kick? Longstaff. And let's just say it's not quite an Anton Stach delivery, is it? But hopefully this little in-swinger, I've seen him put a couple of tasty crosses in from this kind of position earlier on in the season. But as of late, his crosses from this position have been woeful. I haven't seen him put a good cross in since the days of black and white. That's a good cross, though. Oh, just a little bit too much on it for Roden, maybe. What a chance that was if he got above that. That was a chance. 5 yards out. Oh, maybe if there was a little bit less on it or he's coming from behind. Hard to know who to blame there, but either way, that is a huge opportunity wasted for Leeds United once again. That is not what you want to see. We've had a few opportunities to smash and grab and make this 2-0. And usually when you don't do that, you get punished. And there's Longstaff getting skinned again. And Bogle has to cover for him and get him out of danger there. He tries to clear it. It's brought forward by Tyrone Mings. Good pressing by Aston Villa here to win the ball back high up in Leeds' half again. Now they spread the ball over to the right-hand side. Oh, my days. Here they come. Matty Cash crosses it in. Mate, Longstaff, what has he done all season? The first 4 or 5 games, he was very, very good. There was actually a little period, probably from Game 3 to Game 7, he was actually outperforming Anton Stach, in my opinion. But since then, his performances have tailed off massively before the injury even, and then after the injury. I mean, he does not look anywhere near the player that we thought he was when we signed him. He's really hasn't contributed much in a positive light, and when he comes on, he looks always a little bit shaky. I would reach for Tanaka on the bench over him personally. I think you get a little bit more out of it. I just do. I think you get more quality in the final third from Tanaka, especially if he's coming on for Stach, who's our most dangerous midfielder. And he's got good work rate. When he's on it, he's on it. If you give him enough game time and you use him more regularly, I think he's a little bit more defensively assured than Longstaff is right now. He's got better legs than Longstaff is. I like Longstaff as a leader, but man, he's not leading much on the football pitch right now. It is with his actual performances. Unfortunately, Matty Cash has been subbed off for Villa, who's kind of given Leeds a bit of a respite quite a few times by drilling the ball off the pitch. It's Morgan Rogers this time down the left-hand side, and it's a good interception again, or block rather this time, from Joe Roden from the cross. He's had to make a few very, very important blocks here. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has come back to defend the corner. Jadon Sancho is the one who's going to take Tammy Abraham in the box for Aston Villa, along with Ross Barkley. Konza, you presume, will be coming up as well. Jadon Sancho's the one who delivers. It's gone all the way to the back sticks. It's headed back across the face of goal. And that is exactly what you knew was going to happen when you saw Leeds absolutely piss chances up a toilet wall for minute after minute after minute. You're getting battered by Villa in the second half. And then you get 2 gilt-edged chances. You completely just piss them away. And you are asking for it. And there it is. It is a terrible goal to concede. Once again from a corner. Jadon Sancho whips it in. It's headed back across the face of goal by Ross Barkley. And it's Konza there, who outjumps Roden. It flicks off Roden, and it's a very lucky knee there, just flicked out by, is it Tammy Abraham there? It is Tammy Abraham, who just flicks the knee. It just goes over the head of Calvert-Lewin. That is just, I mean, I'd say it's unlucky. But it's justified with the chances we've missed. And to be honest, they have been battering us in the second half. And you're once again looking at it, just annoyed that you can't convert your flipping chances, man. The game plan and the formula, even though we were offering very little, was working to a treat in many ways, because we kept it at 1-0, bought our luck, and then almost, caught them out on the counter-attack and nicked the 2-0. Would have been a completely different game. Now we're holding on at 1-1, and I said this could either be a 2-0 Leeds jobby or a 2-1 Villa, and it looks like it's heading towards the 2-1 Villa territory here. It's just deflating once again from Leeds. That win would have been so huge for us, especially with Brighton currently beating Brentford as it stands. That would have been a huge, huge 3 points for Leeds, man. Have they given a drop ball here, or is that a free kick for Leeds? Oh, it's a free kick for Leeds. It's a free kick for Leeds on the 90th minute. This could be... This has to be something. Sean Longstaff is the one to take it. He's got two hands in the air. He swings it in. It goes back sticks. It's terrible. It goes all the way to Martinez. Another shit delivery by Longstaff. And he might have just cost us the game here, because here comes Watkins on the counter-attack. I'm sorry, mate. How Longstaff is still getting selected, I do not know. This guy, I mean, it beggars belief. It beggars belief how this guy's still getting game time. He is flipping. I mean, I can't see him. I haven't seen him do anything. Whoa! Morgan Rogers has just clattered into Gruev there. He's gone down. And he's sprinted over to say something. He's still trying to go at him while he's on the floor. And so Tyrone Mings is trying to push him up as well. He's just given him a little knee to the side of the stomach there. Get your hands off him, mate. Go on, someone get in there, mate. Someone get in there. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, get yourself in the middle of that. Get yourself there. So he's kicked out at Morgan. Oh, he's fouled Morgan Rogers. And Rogers is the one that's gone for him. So he stuck his leg out. It's a tactical foul by Gruev there. He knew what he was doing. And he's just sitting down to try and waste some time. Now they're playing for the draw, Leeds. .91 minutes and 25 seconds gone out of a total of 5 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, why did we have to concede? Why did we have to concede that stupid ass goal? Honestly, no one concedes more late goals than us. And it's a great delivery by Sancho once again. I mean, the difference maker here comes off the bench. Beautiful ball in from the corner. Beautiful ball in from that free kick. His dead ball delivery. It certainly costs Leeds. Lucas Lemaitre wins the ball high up, though. He looks around to see if he has anyone near him. It's only Longstaff, and he resorts to an outside of the foot cross. Longstaff gets it back to DCL, though, who falls over. That was the chance again for Leeds. You see us committing shirts forward there. Ampadu's come flying forward to try and do something, and now we're very susceptible on the counter-attack. It's Morgan Rogers. He stands up his man. How many times is he going to get denied today? He gives it to Sancho. Out to the outside of the box. It's back to Jadon Sancho. 2.5 minutes left in the match now. Claire HX, thank you for the follow. Appreciate ya. Here's Sancho again on that left-hand side. He's looking for the in-swinger with the right. He gives it to Morgan Rogers again, who cuts inside. Boy, Morgan Rogers is having a field day on that pitch today. It's another cross in. It's headed away by Roden again. Oh, my days, lads. Why do we have to make this like this? Why could we not just hold out the game a little bit here, lads? A little bit of composure. Nick that 2-0. Oh, man, just in the key areas again. Like Lemaitre, that's just sloppy. He's just come on the pitch. He should have the legs to take his man on. If that was Okafor there, he would have carried on driving and doing something. He's just turned in there. He's panicked and he's flicked it with the outside of his foot. Longstaff gets there, and again, it's just sloppy from him and Calvert-Lewin. that part wasn't really too bad. That was decent work by Longstaff. But other than that, he's done nothing today. And nothing anytime he's come on the pitch, really. And his delivery from set pieces has been inexcusably and inexplicably poor once again. And Jaden Bogle stands his man up. Sancho tries to get the penalty. Never in a million years, mate. And now there's 1 minute and 20 seconds that remains for Leeds United. Can we bite them on the counter-attack here? Can we get one last bit of magic here? Looks like Jack Wilshere talking to Daniel Farke there. As Tanaka looks on the bench, as does Anton Stach. Very upset that his free kick was not the deciding goal as things stand. Very, very deflating with a 1-1, but of course, much better than losing this game. It's flicked on to Nemetra, who's well offside there. They shouldn't have called that. Maybe he could have stayed on with a VAR decision there. 40 seconds left. You don't want to give the ball away that quickly now, because now Villa have an attack of their own here. Just over 30 seconds of action left in this game. Unai Emery trying to shimmy his men around here. 5 minutes of stoppage time, 94 minutes and 40 seconds gone. 20 seconds technically left. As Villa come forward again, it's Barkley again. They're committing everyone forward here. It's a good challenge by Nemetra, and he's given a free kick. That is criminal by the referee there. That's never a foul on Nemetra, and that's a dangerous, dangerous free kick for Villa on the 95th minute mark. It's a tough one. He's kind of flicked his leg, and then he's got the ball after. Has Nemetra. This, you'd presume, is the last kick of the game here. And it is going Villa's way. It's just over the allotted 5 minutes of time. It's Rodgers with the free kick. It's a dangerous cross in. It's cleared away. It's knocked back down. It's cleared away by Bijou again. Can Leeds press forward? Oh! Ampadu might have taken out the goalkeeper there. They've given it 1-1. Full-time 1-1. At least we didn't lose, as you said. But boy, we should have been walking away with all 3 points. They're deflating, just so deflating to concede just on the stroke of the 90th minute again. And yes, it's another point towards our goal of safety. But now if West Ham win, they will be once again just 4 points behind us. Damn, that was a huge opportunity for 3 points there for Leeds. Huge, huge, huge opportunity. Would have put us above Palace. Now Palace still above us with a game in hand. Brighton now 3 points ahead of us. We'd have been right up there behind Sunderland, Newcastle, Bournemouth, the works. That was a huge 2 points dropped in the end. But to be honest with you, did we deserve it on the basis of the play? Did we deserve all those points? No. Yes, it 100 million % feels like 2 points drop, because it is 2 points drop after what was a decent defensive performance. You could argue Villa fans would argue, I mean, we were stealing 3 points in all reality with that free kick there, because they were the much better side. But having said that, that's not really how football goes. You don't always get the win because you're the better side on the day. Luck, fortune, tactics, sometimes you keep it tight and you get a little nick yourself. I mean, we've seen it happen against Leeds so many times. And the fact they got that equaliser, just a little bit deflating. But let me know what you guys think anyway. For now, though, I do have to jet off because I have to go to DR Sports right now. We're going to be live on the Saturday football show at 7 o'clock. So make sure you tune in to DR Sports. Thank you, West Yorkshire Auditor. We'll be back for more live streams when Leeds United are, of course, playing next. We will be here to stream it all. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. For now, though, as I said, I do need to jet off. Hopefully, I'll see some of you guys on DR Sports if you want to pop down. For now, though, it's been a little bit of a deflating one. But what are you going to do? Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, JT. I love all my brothers and my sisters. Bam, bam, bam,